Hey folks, Trapper Hat Johnny here. Here we are, look at this beautiful day. And it's so hard to believe that we're now in the final weekend of July. I just can't believe that. It's been such a fast moving year, it's unbelievable. So today what I want to do is, I want to talk about this 20 gauge. First off, do a safety check. As you can see inside, okay, chamber is empty. You can see right there. The magazine is empty as well. Okay, very important to always do your safety checks. Okay, so what we have here has been branded the CIL, Canadian Industry Laboratories 607. Receiver is Series C. The barrel is Series B. Okay, but this gun is actually the Savage or the Stevens or the Springfield 67. Okay, where the CIL comes into play is because it was imported into Canada and sold by Canadian Industry Laboratories, and it was rebranded as the CIL 607 or 607. Okay, so this is a really good little shotgun. I like it. Obviously it's used. I picked this up probably a good 3.5 years ago. Okay, and what I did was I just did a fast refinishing on the stock, and actually I like how that turned out. It's not perfect, and that's exactly what I wanted. That's what I wanted, so it kind of maintains some of the character of it. Okay, so it's got a tang safety. All right, tang safety, 3-inch chamber, plain barrel, fixed full choke, and I'm guessing that's probably a 28, maybe 26-inch barrel. Okay, so now the other thing is too, I've heard or read on some forums that people were saying you can't take the barrel off of these. Yeah, you can. It was put on, it can come off. I've only seen a couple of demonstrations of people taking the barrel off, so I'm gonna do one today, okay? So, and actually it's very simple. You spin that cap off, okay? Okay, that cap won't fall out, okay? It'll only go out so far, then it stops. Now, when you do the barrel, don't hang on to here, okay? Hold on to the receiver, because you're holding on to here, you're putting a lot of torque on that tang that runs down through here. Okay, it's inside, you can't see it. So hang on to the receiver. Okay, just put your hand right around the receiver like that. Now, take your other hand and put it up here on the barrel and just rotate. Okay, see that? Then the barrel comes off. Okay, so I'm just going to set that down. Something else I want to show you. I'm not going to do it, but I'm just going to show you. Okay, so see that little lock screw right there? Okay, you take that lock screw out, but make sure you hold on to this cap. Okay, and that will, once you take that screw out, this cap will be free, but make sure you hold on to it, because it'll go flying on you. Because your spring is in here, your dowel, and plus your follower. It can all be taken out, okay? Because that spring, it's got some tension on it. Even like this, it still has tension, and it'll shoot this cap flying on you. All right? So, and then, to put it back together, it's just reverse order. Just got to be careful. Okay, just put that on, put it in, rotate your barrel, okay, and then just screw the cap back down. Okay, there. Just going to do a function test. There, yep, everything's good. Okay. So yeah, like I said, I bought this about 3.5 years ago. I like it. It's a good little gun. Nothing wrong with it. Just the other thing is too, it's only got one action bar. It's a single action bar. Okay. As you can see, single. But I've never had any issues with it. It's never locked up on me, nothing like that. Never had any problems. So right now, I got the dowel is in here. I'm just gonna leave it in. It's there, I just leave it in. It doesn't mean anything to me. All right, so what I'm gonna end up doing is I'm gonna shoot some targets here. And what I've got for ammo, I find that the 20 gauge Federals are pretty good. These, again, 2 3/4. These are 2 3/4. This Federal is a 2 3/4 inch number 6. And these are the Winchester Universals. Now these just happen to be a 7.5. I mean, you can get before, you can buy 100 rounds for like $35, and for a rabbit shot, that's fine. You know, that's good enough. Okay, so do 3 rounds of the Federal. Okay, so there's your Federal. It's a really good round. I like it. It's really, really good. Really good. Actually, I just want to show you something here. Now that I'm thinking about it, just to show you a difference. Okay, now there's the Federal Universal. Okay. Federal Universal and Federal. Winchester Universal. I apologize. Winchester Universal. As you can see, the differences. Okay. Okay, so safety on. Okay. So I'm gonna go with. I think I'll do the Winchester Universals first. And as you can see, the shell latch right here. Okay, see how designed that is? It's kind of unusual, but it works. So I'll show you something here. See how far back that shell after you put it in? See how far back it sits? Again, just the way it was designed, no problems. Okay, hang on folks, I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I just had to stand up one of my targets because the wind knocked it down. Okay, so right now I have the Winchester 2 3/4 inch Universals, 7.5 shot. Like I said, they're a cheap round to be buying for rabbit. Yeah, they're fine. The only thing about using that on a rabbit is you get a lot of coverage. And in a way that's good, but in a way it's not. You end up like absolutely peppering the rabbit. So then it takes a little more care and effort to make sure you get the pellets out of the meat. Okay, so I'm going to put 1 round on that far end pizza box, and I'm going to put 2 rounds in that yellow jug down there. It's full of water. So I'm going to start here on the pizza box. Okay, folks. There. Okay. Okay, 3 rounds gone. Okay, now I'm going to go to my the Federal. Okay. This is how I do it. I put 2 in the mag, cycle it, put 1 in the chamber, then I put my 3rd one into the mag. That's just how I do it. Okay, I think what I'll do is pizza box, blue jug. Okay, so it's pizza box, blue jug. And are we ready? Okay. Yeah, we'll go for that center pizza box, okay? Yeah, we'll do the center one. And here we go. There. Yeah. All right, let's take a walk down and see what those rounds did. It wasn't a very far shot. It's only about maybe 15 yards. Okay, maybe 15. So that's okay. Okay, here's something else. See, shot cup. Okay. So just in case somebody doesn't know, so what happens is that there is sitting inside the shell. Okay, just like these fingers are just like petals on a flower. So the shot cup is, or the shot is contained inside of this. So it travels down the barrel, okay, and just milliseconds after it exits the muzzle, well, these fingers or petals, the air catches them, and then they just open up, okay? And then your shot continues to fly. But these fly quite a ways on their own, okay? So it's just something to think about, all right? Okay. Okay, so this here was the 7.5 Winchester Universals. See? Got some really good coverage on that. I've used them on rabbit. So, yeah, I figure, you know, if you're using a shot like that on say a duck, oh yeah, it's going to take a rabbit. It'll take out a rabbit easy enough. The other thing is too, like I was saying, because those universals are relatively cheap to be buying, and then back when the pandemic hit, and you know, like everybody else, is like you get what you can get and be happy with it, eh? So that's why I was buying that, because I couldn't get any place else to get other higher end rounds, let's say. All right, but for rabbit, small game in general, yeah, those number 7s are good. They'll do the job. 7.5s. Squirrel, if I was going to use that on a squirrel, because we all know squirrels are pretty tough. Yeah, that'd be unless I knew it had a good clean shot. Yeah. All right, because I don't use a 22 on squirrels in a tree. No. The only time I've used a 22 on squirrel is when the squirrel's on ground. Okay, I'd never ever shoot a 22 up. Never do that. Very dangerous. That's how people get hurt. And there's the that's the Federal number 6. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Actually, let me just try something here. See, there's really not that much of a difference in size from 7.5 to a 6. It's not that much difference. Okay. And I believe I have some Winchester Universals. I think I got them in a 5-shot. I'll have to look around. I think I still have some of them. Yeah. Okay, I didn't touch that one. Oh, see, here's another. See that there? Just hang on a sec. Just stay right here. Okay, like I was saying about the shot cup. Okay, this one is most likely from the Winchester Universal. Okay, very basic design. This one, however, that come from the Federal. See, a much different design, eh? Much different. And you can do a side-by-side comparison. See that? Okay. Now, if you don't reload shot cups and that, it's not going to mean anything to you. But if you are, if you do your own reloads, then yes, stuff like that is going to be very important to you. Okay, so yeah, just a little something there. Okay, and this was the 7.5 Winchester Universals. Yeah, I peppered him. Yeah. Yeah, you can hear a lot of that shot got trapped in the water. All right. And here's the number 6 Federal. Okay. Yeah. See that? So, yeah, she'll take care of a rabbit easy enough. Like I said, any small game in general. I don't have any 20 gauge buck. I don't have slugs because this is an older gun and my lockup's just ever so slightly loose, so I don't want to be shooting slugs through this. Buckshot, I have taken a deer with a 20 gauge buck. Actually just way out back here is when I did that. Tanned the hide myself. But a 20 gauge shotgun, I think, once again, with any kind of a shotgun really, it's a good all-around, all-purpose shotgun. Okay, you can hunt with it, you can protect your livestock with it, just stuff like that. Okay, as you can see, this is, no modification on this whatsoever. It was totally unnecessary. For me, I like the simplicity. You know that old saying, less is more? Well, for me, that applies. I feel the less I got hanging on this gun, the better it is for me. Okay? Now with this, I can get a different barrel, vent rib and all that. I can do all that, and that's fine. That actually, vent rib is very, very beneficial. It gives you a much more truer plane of sight when you're sighting down the barrel. Okay, yeah. Well, there you have it, folks. Just a quick, simple little video. And, yeah, a 20 gauge pump. Yeah. If you get a chance, get one of these. I think you'll be really, really happy with them. Believe it or not, sometimes ammo for a 20 gauge, it can be a little bit more pricey than for the 12, because we all know the 12 gauge is like the king. Of course, then you got 10 gauge and you got 28 gauge and all this other stuff. But 12 and 20 is probably your most common. Okay? And if you're rabbit hunting, small gaming, you don't need to be spending like, 50 rounds or $50 for 25 rounds of shells. You don't need to do that. I mean, turkey hunting, that's a totally different realm altogether. So for that, shell specifically designed for turkey hunt is a different animal altogether. Okay, but if you're like me, you're like just an average guy, you just enjoy going hunting, simplicity gets the job done. Okay, folks, this is Trapper Hat Johnny, wishing you a good day and be good to each other. Bye-bye, folks.